For the marking sample on page 28, you can either print it out or you can draw it out if you want. So what I did was I took a highlighter and I drew around the perimeter of the pattern piece, and notice that I have my notches. Remember, with notches you want to point them out, so what I did was I drew them outward and then I cut around the pattern piece. So these right here are darts, and this is what we are going to be doing next time. So these are not notches. They don't need to be cut outward, so you just cut straight across. So that is your pattern piece. And then what you're going to do with your fabric is you're going to get a piece of fabric and you are going to put the wrong side up of the fabric, and then you're going to pin the pattern piece on there. So make sure that you pin the notch first, then you pin the corners, and then you pin in any gaps, because remember you want them about 3 to 4 inches apart. And then what you're going to do after you've pinned it, you are going to cut around it. So remember also with that notch, you cut around it. So now I have a pattern piece that is cut out, and I have a piece of fabric that is also cut out that's the same exact size. You are now going to need your tracing paper. And your tracing paper, you'll have to figure out, because your tracing paper is a little bit different than mine. So whichever side is the colorful side, so if you kind of like rub against it and you notice the color coming off on your finger, that's the side that you want to go against the wrong side of your fabric. So you're going to put the colorful side down, then you're going to put your pattern piece back on here. If you have enough, what you can do is you can fold it under, or you can just leave it. So you can also, because what will happen is the color will transfer to the right side, or it can stay. So you can just have it also hanging down, because what is the most important part is that the color is transferring to the wrong side of the fabric. So once you have the colorful side facing the wrong side of the fabric, put your pattern back on there, and you are going to pin this back on. So pin here, pin here, pin your notch, pin your corners, and then I also like to add an extra pin that is right in between the darts. So what you're going to be doing is you are going to need your tracing wheel. So that's the little part of your kit that looks like a mini kind of like pizza cutter. You're going to go over, so you want that pinned. So you're going to go over, so press pretty hard the lines. So you're going to go over the diagonal going up, and then the straight line. Same over here, diagonal going up, and the straight line. Then when you unpin, what it should look like is this. So you're going to have 2 dart markings, so it's like 2 peaks, 2 triangles that have a line in the middle. If you folded it over on the right side, it will be copied on there too. But what I am most concerned about for the dart marking and sewing the darts is that you have it on this side.